So who's ready for the free live trading tomorrow? What's going on, team? It's Ricky with Tech Solutions. Before we even start today's video, I want to remind you that if you've ever wanted to watch me trade live, see my entries, see my exits, share my thought process, we tend to do this about once a month, maybe once every other month. And tomorrow, Friday, July 15th, I'm going to be hosting a free live trading session, and all you literally have to do is show up. I'm going to be live streaming it for free on YouTube. So all I ask you to do is get this video over 1,500 likes, this one, subscribe to the channel, and then turn on your post notifications so you get alerted when it is that I go live. I'm going to be going live right at market open for about 30 minutes to an hour. So please set your alarms. It really just comes down to how bad you want to see it and if you actually end up showing up. So I'll see you guys all there. Let's go ahead and break down what was actually reported today. And this is the PPI, which is the producer price index, very similar to the CPI. CPI obviously tends to have a little bit more of an influence, and it's a little bit more covered as it affects the consumer. This affects the overall producers, but the really cool thing about understanding the PPI, we made a video about this yesterday, is if we can see that PPI is either rising or dropping, then that can kind of foreshadow movements for CPI, right? Because if we see inflation is hitting on the production side, then we can expect inflation to be hit on the consumer side, and vice versa. If we see inflation dropping on the producer side, then we can see inflation then potentially begin to drop on the consumer side. What was reported? Well, we increased 1.1% in the month of June, which is actually less than expected. This is the progress. We're not growing or seeing inflation rise as aggressively as we have been before. That's progress. With that being said, inflation, when it comes down to the PPI, is up 11.3% on the year. That's including energy and food. Core inflation, which is not including energy and food, that is at 6.4%, which saw a 0.3% gain. This is actually less than what they expected that they would have seen on that core PPI. The good thing about that is that if it was less than expected, this is why we're seeing right now the overall market somewhat in the green. This is TQQQ. It's up nearly 1%. There it goes, 1% on the day. And although it didn't start out this way, during today's live trading session, we talked about this, that the market was beginning to show signs of a reversal. We were testing the moving average as a resistance level. One thing that I want to bring up to you is I like to make you guys aware of resistance levels based off of previous patterns. I'm in TQQQ. So it actually is of no benefit for me, but I want you guys to make a little bit more of an informed decision. I think it's important to understand critical levels. And if you look at this level right around 25.50, this has been a resistance level that we are testing right now. We can break above it for sure, but yesterday, even after the CPI, we struggled to make higher highs above it. It was within that general range that we ended up getting rejected. And if you look at the day before, that same general range was a previous support level. Old support levels become new resistance levels until broken above. And again, my job is just to make you aware of them so you can at least make a little bit more of an informed trade decision. Also, jobless claims jumped up to 244,000. This is the highest jump that we have seen since 2021 November. And it makes sense, right? I mean, we've seen companies left and right cut down on jobs. Why would they cut down on jobs? Well, again, if it's more expensive to borrow money, it's more expensive to run your company, and therefore, if you need to really kind of cut off the fat of a business, then that's where a lot of job cuts have come in, right? Because growth is paused when interest rates are rising because it makes it more expensive to run your company. So overall, one of the last things that I want you guys to understand about the PPI report that was released today, we are at 11.3%, including the overall, past 12 months. Overall highs for inflation for the PPI report is 11.5%, and that was back in March. So as long as we don't surpass that, then again, it's some form of progress. If you have any questions that you would like to ask me about the PPI report, why it's performing the way it's performing, again, I cannot stress this enough. I don't know how other people on YouTube talk to you. I'm not like other people. If you have a question, I respond to all of my direct messages via Discord. It's free. The first link in the description of this video. If you're an absolute beginner, if you've ever wanted to get into investing or trading and you have a question about what platform do I use, how do I get started, there is no dumb question. Well, I mean, if you can Google search your question, then Google search it, right? But if you still can't find the answer to your question, send me a message on Discord. What do you have to lose, right? First link down below, send me a message. I don't want to hear any excuses on why you weren't able to get started. Do something today your future self will thank you for. And again, if that's a conversation that we can have today, then why not do it, right? Especially right before our live trading session. So I'm super pumped for the live trading session tomorrow at Market Open. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, make sure you drop a thumbs up, and make sure you set your alarm so you wake up at Market Open, because that's where we're going to be live streaming right at Market Open here on the YouTube channel. One of the last things that I do want to remind you guys is we are doing the all expenses paid staycation giveaway. So we're flying out 3 lucky winners in the month of August, all expenses paid, of Phoenix, and you're going to spend 3 days with me and the team. You're going to be staying at one of our Airbnbs, and it's going to be, again, in my opinion, an experience of a lifetime. I'm going to make sure that we have a lot of fun with the different activities. Not only will we be trading, but as well as you're going to be staying at the Airbnb right next to the TechBuds HQ, and you'll see the ins and the outs of what it is that we do every single day. So how do you enter the giveaway? Well, if you click the 4th link down below, or head on over right now to shoptechbuds.com. Again, for every $1 you spend, $1, it equals 5 automatic entries. So you can buy a mouse pad. We just did a full restock on all of our mouse pads. You buy a mouse pad for $30, it's 150 entries, right? It goes down the list. I mean, we have things as, to my understanding, we have things as cheap as $25. We even have some shirts for about $15. So you can look through the entire site. If you ever wanted to buy anything, then again, an incentive is now you automatically get entered towards the giveaway. So I really do appreciate you guys' time. Again, that is shoptechbuds.com. It ends August 7th, and the giveaway on the actual dates is August 23rd to August 25th. So make sure that you have those dates available if you choose to enter that giveaway. So I really do appreciate you guys' time. I'm excited to see you guys in tomorrow's live trading session. Other than that, like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.